Hello everyone, welcome to another live class of SlideScope at our channel colorstech.net. So in this video you will learn live score analysis with Power BI and JSON API. So for live score analysis we have to connect an API which is live, an API that will give us a stream of live data. So there are many APIs out there which you can try and test for free, but I'm going to tell you one such API, and that is cricketdata.org. In this API, if you go to the subscribe part, you will see that hits per day you can do 100 hits per day, and it's a trial mode. If you like this, then you can buy this. We are not affiliated with them, but while testing we found this API very useful, so we gave it a try. Now first thing that you have to do is you have to load the data. So while going through the documentation, first you have to get current matches. So in the API you will see there is a list of codes that you can try. So there is current series and current matches. So if you will go to the current matches list, you will see a code here. Obviously when you will log in, you will get your own API key that you can use. So when you will get list of current matches and you will run, so I simply search KKR here, and while finding KKR I found this dictionary where the match of current ID is there. Okay, so this is something that we have to get, and once you have the current match ID, that is between KKR and Delhi Capitals, which we can confirm with the help of, obviously we know that this match is going on right now. When you will do a query on this data, so here you have to enter the match ID here. So this is match info. The endpoint here is single match info. Here you can see. Okay. From here you can copy, and here you have the list of list of keys that will be returned in this JSON key. So when you will do this, you will receive this information. Okay. Now in this JSON key, let's do this JSON key on um, Mozilla. On Mozilla, you can see here that we have data, name. Last time we also tried this, status, venue. So these are the keys like name, teams, team info, score. These are the lists. Okay. So first you have to look at the top level keys, which is data and info. In the top level key data, you will see another key called name, and in this key you will find the name of this particular match, and obviously this is the older match, but when you will do, let's do the fresh query here. So here I will copy from here. Okay, I will. That's why Mozilla is very useful. Here you can see it is updated. Delhi Capital up to bat, Eden Gardens, Kolkata is the venue, date, and so on. All this data will be fetched. Now, in order to fetch this data, I will explain this code later, but I actually prepared this code. So this is Power Query code. Okay, this is something that you have to run in Power Query. Power Query. How? Obviously, if you are familiar with Power BI or Power Query, you can get this data. So in Power Query, you have to use let and in, and in let you have to create an API URL. In your API URL, I will just update the latest API URL that I have. Sorry for the noise coming from the background. As I am creating live, it is very hard to go to a quiet place right now. So we have API URL and we have get API data. We'll use URL as text, and again you are using let and in. So response is simply nothing but web.contents URL. So you just have to keep this. So this is what we are doing is we are reading data from this URL and saving it in response. Now we know that the response is in form of a JSON. So we are calling it JSON response and using JSON dot document and response, we are saving it here, and then in we are outputting this in JSON response, and then we are using API data. So this function get API data will have a API URL. So now we are, as here we just created a function with a URL as a variable. Here we are creating API data, and now get API data API URL, and now finally we are outputting the API data. So what we have to do is we'll copy, and obviously I'll create another separate class to explain this Power Query, but in this video our focus is on reading the live data. By the way, I have read a data where I have captain images, code 1, code 2 and logo of team. So this is something that I have got from a CSV file which another YouTuber presented. So I have got this. What you can do here is, for example, let's go to this table, and here you can see we have captain images. Okay, and the data category is uncategorized. If you have to say that this is a URL of a captain image, okay, so just call this image URL. Okay, so from here just provide data category. So if you have a CSV file where you have logo and image, which is a fully qualified CSV string, so what you can do here is in your fully qualified PNG or JPG string URL, just name it as image URL, which is very important. You have to name it as image URL. Now how to read this data? There is multi-row card here. Obviously there are other ways of doing it. I am giving you the easy way. Drag two multi-row cards here, 1 and 2, because obviously it is a match between two teams. So here we will drag captain image. Obviously you are seeing various captain images here, and here also I will drag captain image. Since this is a match between DC and KKR, so what I will do is from here I will select Shreyas, who is captain of DC, oh sorry, KKR, and here I will select Risham, who is captain of DC. Okay, and now what I will do is, now here what we can do, we can go to property and call out values. We can increase their size. I will explain you how you can do this, but this is something that we are doing. Call out values, cards, you can set their size and all. So we'll discuss this later, how we can increase the image size and all. Okay, these currently we have these two images, which is good for us. In the previous videos we discussed how to increase their image size. Now since DC is batting first, I will just swap their positions, and once I will swap their positions, you can see now we have this data. We can even show logos. Okay, so the same way we can show team logos. So we'll just drag logo here, and in filter we will select DC logo. Where is DC logo? This is, sorry, so this is DC logo, and we'll change the size accordingly. So Rishabh Pant, with Rishabh Pant we'll use DC logo, and with this KKR we'll use KKR logo. So another multi card, and we'll show logo here. Obviously, we have not yet read any data, but first let's prepare some visual and KKR. So now we have the visuals. Again, we are just doing it for educational purpose. All the images here belong to their respective teams in IPL. This data belongs to IPL. We are just doing it for educational purpose to let everyone understand how all of this will work. Now, just prepared all of this, and we can put a simple, you know, let me just drag all of this just below. I will tell you why I'm doing this. Now it's the time to read the data. In order to read the data, I will copy all of this Power Query, and after copying all of this Power Query data, I will go to transform data, and in transform data, I will create a new blank query here. Okay, create a new blank query, and in this blank query, go to advanced editor. So you will see by default it is let and in, and here it is let and in. We'll click done. I have written the text. So you can see when you load this, when you will load this, you will see the three keys, right? Data, info, and which you are seeing here, data and info. Status is just one single value. In data, we have records. The most important value we have in data. So this time we'll do record, and we'll call it record. This is how you can save your queries. And record, we have teams, team info, and score. So teams, team info, and score is the main list that we want to load here. Okay, why I'm saying this? When you will load this, and when you will load a score, then you will see that runs 112, wickets 8, overs 15.1, inning, Delhi Capital, inning 1. Okay, so we will load a score here, and we know that we have record here. In the record we have, you know, runs, overs, and wickets, and we'll save it to table. Okay, just click OK, and this way this record will be saved as a new table. Close and apply. Obviously you can, this will be recorded, so you can play it once more. And we have record, we have column. So actually we have some missing data. Let's do one more time. Sorry for this. Delete from model. So let me try once more. Maybe I missed something. So in record, I will just delete it. I'll do it once more. New source, blank query, right click, advanced editor, paste the code, done, expand record, expand score, expand record. Now we have data now into the table, and let's call this record, and into the table, and sorry for the noise, close and apply. Now we have record, we have name and value. Okay, so in name and value we have this. So what we can do here is we will drag values here, and we'll increase the size, or we can drag name and value here because this is the live score. So, and we can also do it like, suppose you just want to show runs, so you can do this by saying R. Don't want to show value, so this is value that we are getting. Okay, and let me try to bring to card, and now in card this is run. Okay, uh, what we can do here is on this visual, go to general and the title, and this is runs. Okay, obviously we have to increase its size, this, position, and this is runs. Okay, similarly I will copy this, copy visual, paste. So in filter, obviously there are more ways of doing this. So now let's select overs 16.1, and here we will select wickets. Okay. And suppose we want to show the team name also, so let's see if we can do this. And this is innings, Delhi Capitals inning 1. For this we will decrease the size so that we have the information, and actually it's a call out value, so we'll decrease the call out value also. Okay, and title, we'll just simply hide the title here. Obviously all of this formatting is something that I have taught in my previous lectures also, so you can go to the formatting part. So this way we have the live score. Currently KKR is yet to bat, so what we can do is we can write you know in a text box, we can write yet to bat and select, and once they will start batting, we will fetch the data once again, right? This is we can call it record team 1 or innings 1. We can rename it record innings 1, and similarly we will get records innings 2, and we will work on it as well. So this is the live data that we are fetching. Now how can we make sure it is live? Let's refresh it, and when you will refresh it, you will see data being changed. Obviously this is wickets, so make sure we have written proper titles. Okay, and now another thing what we have to do is let's verify. So let's search IPL here. It is 138.48 in 17.5 overs, 137. Obviously it will be a bit slow. Now it is there. So this is how we can do a live analysis of a cricket match that is going on. Obviously once this match is over, obviously we have other data. We have complete IPL analysis on our channel also of previous seasons. So you can go to our channel YouTube, which is Colors Tech, and on our channel if you will just search IPL dashboard, so obviously in those videos there is noise is not there, so I just decided to create this video as it was interesting. So here here you can see we have this dashboard. So this way you can learn how to do sports analysis. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day.